What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to episode 1 of Moneyball Views, presented by Views from the 22. I am Mo Schefter. Moneyball Views is going to be a series of videos that I will be doing throughout the off season that talk strictly about front office. No football stuff, no X's and O's, no stats. Strictly front office things. And today, we are talking about the Cleveland Browns and why they have yet to hire a new head coach. Let's dive into it. I am recording this video on January 27th, and as of today, the Cleveland Browns have yet to hire a head coach to replace Kevin Stefanski. It was only as of last night that they were finally Rooney Rule compliant. And my first thought is, what took you so long? What took you so long to become Rooney Rule compliant? Because without being Rooney Rule compliant, you couldn't even hire a head coach if you wanted to. So that's the first part of this. And then the second part of this is yesterday, Grant Udinski, brilliant offensive mind from the Jacksonville Jaguars, he withdrew his name from the head coaching vacancy for the Cleveland Browns. And he became the third person in this coaching cycle to withdraw his name. The likes of Jesse Minter, now the brand new head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, former defensive coordinator for the Los Angeles Chargers, he withdrew his name. And Mike McDaniel, current offensive coordinator for the Los Angeles Chargers, former head coach for the Miami Dolphins. All three of those guys withdrew their names. They said, nah, we don't want the job. And mind you, this isn't a regular job. This is an NFL head coaching job. There's only 32 of these total. So people don't just withdraw their names for no reason. And the fact that three qualified candidates, we can have all the different opinions we want, but 3 qualified candidates withdrew their names. And so I asked myself, why? What is happening? And so I did a little digging over the weekend. And most of my information is from NFL insider Tom Pelissero. But as always, I had to go verify and do my own research and all that. And we found out why. We found out why the Cleveland Browns are having such a hard time finding a head coach. Why they're having so many obstacles during their head coaching search. Apparently, the Cleveland Browns are a data-driven operation. What that means is they have a bunch of non-football people making football decisions. And apparently, they got all these head coaches. They got to do questionnaires, and there's a written test, and there's a written essay, and there's a personality test, and there's homework assignments. And I guess if there's 2 parts to the coaching interview. So if you get past the first part to make it to the second part, then there's even more tests and more questions and more homework. Okay. Good luck. Good luck trying to get somebody like Mike Vrabel to do all that BS that you want him to do. And even furthermore than that, once you get the head coaching job, it doesn't stop. It keeps going. So me, as a head coach, I got to have all these discussions and conversations with these non-football people about my football team? Nah. That's a major problem. And it speaks so much to why this organization has been so abysmal. Because I am assuming that these non-football people are the same people that said, yeah, let's give $250 million guaranteed to Deshaun Watson. It explains so much as to the incompetence that's been going on by Lake Erie, by the Cleveland Browns for the last 10 years or so. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're trying to do, but they are not the team. They are not the organization to try to reinvent the wheel here and do things differently. Because if they trying to get a sequel with Jonah Hill and Brad Pitt, that's not going to happen here, Chief. I promise you. What's going to end up happening is a 30 for 30 on why the Cleveland Browns have been trash for 3 decades. #Save Shador. #Miles, I'm sorry.